everyone, welcome to my live stream. It looks like Exie was already ready to watch, and I was running super late. Exie, are you still there? Wow, hello, how are you? I'll give you a wave. I'm looking at my screen over here, not paying attention to what I'm doing on the screen. I was getting all my reference images and stuff ready and updating my charity for the month, so sorry about that 10-minute delay. I was like, yay, I'm getting ready right on time. I got my whole half hour to get ready. Oh, it took way longer than that. Oh, good, you're doing good. Okay, I'm alright, thank you. Yes, you're welcome. How about you? Oh, I'm good. This is a good start to the week. Well, I'm a little tired, but other than that, I'm feeling a lot better. I've been really tired on Sundays, but this past Sunday wasn't. So, it was, since yesterday was not, like I'm completely listless and have no motivation whatsoever. It was not like that, so I feel like I entered this week, on the right foot. Oh, hey, that's perfect! Exie says my word for tomorrow is also melt. That's awesome! That is going to be such a good match, because they send out the new prompt for Inktober52. They send it out on Wednesday or Thursday, I think. So you'll still be in the window for melt still, for the Inktober version. So what are you going to do? That was for the graphic design, right? With the word, and it's got like a cool background, a different font, and all the cool effects and colors, and the ones that, oh, okay. I'm like, am I describing it good? Okay, well, you'll have to show me it, because we're both doing melt, so you'll see what I do for melt, and then I'll see what you do for melt. Oh, you're not sure yet? Okay, not sure, we'll see. Okay, so for anybody watching the recording later, today's Monday, so Inktober52 time, which is the year-long Inktober challenge, where instead of normal Inktober is the month of October, draw an ink drawing every day. This instead is 52 weeks, so that's 31 days. This is 52 weeks, one drawing per week. So I've been doing mine on Mondays, and I've got this kit that I got from, oh, I didn't put my pencil cover on. I'll just have to wash this bag. I got my kit that I got from last Inktober. I went to, so Inktober, October, I went to the first ever Inktober retreat, and I've been using that this year. So it included this Moleskine Inktober sketchbook, this creative starter set from Zebra, which has mild liner markers and then fine liner pens. And these two brush pens, which this end is the same on both of them, a medium size brush tip, but the red one also has a small size brush tip. On top of that, I have my Palomino Blackwing, my favorite color body pencil for the pencil sketch, and then this is for sharpen the pencil. So today's prompt is melt, and I gotta take a drink. For some reason my throat is suddenly, well, it's probably because I haven't talked hardly at all today, and then now I'm suddenly talking a bunch, and it's like, wait, what are you doing? So hold on a second. I'm drinking this cute lemon lime soda called Starry. It's like a rebrand, I guess, or something, replacing some other soda that used to be there, but I love this. This is my kind of design. It's bold, blocky, thick outlines, simple color scheme, bright colors. Yeah, that's what I'm drinking. Lemon lime Starry. Okay, moisten the throat. So I've got my reference images ready. I'm ready to go. Also, I think I'll explain a little bit today about my choice of charity. I wasn't sure which charity to do because a lot of my other charity choices for the month had something to do with that month, but I wasn't sure what had to do with May in particular. But then I remembered that there's currently like an outbreak of avian flu among the California condors, which are endangered species. And so from one of the charities that I regularly support, the Peregrine Fund, which is they help raptors in various ways, so birds of prey in various ways all over the world, and they're based in my current hometown, so I don't really have a hometown because I moved around so much, but anyway, the place where I live right now, Boise, they're based here, so that's why I chose the Peregrine Fund to be my charity for May, so that it'll be a little extra help for their efforts to, what they're doing is going in all these crazy places, like helicoptering in to rescue the sick condors and bring them to places where they can get better. And, you know, not all of them are getting better, but some of them are, and so they'll be able to at least save some. So that's why I chose the Peregrine Fund for my charity this month. Okay, so melt. I always say, and so, okay, I gotta back up a little bit. It's gotten really hot here for the past 5 days, and so it's just like last year where it's winter. Like when I first moved to Idaho, we had 4 distinct seasons, but now, like the past few years, it's like it's winter all the way through spring, and then it's suddenly summer. So it's like so hot. And so when it gets hot, the way our pets sleep just looks different, because when it's cold, they're all curled up into the tightest little ball they can be. But when they're hot, I always say that they melted, or that they're melting, because their legs just start coming out, or like hang off the bed all relaxed or whatever. So that is the version of melt that I'm doing. So I found a great reference image from Pexels, which has the free stock photos of a lion lounging in a tree and just looking totally melted on the tree. So that's what I'm going to do, the lion. And then I have another reference image of I think a bald eagle, also from Pexels, so that I can change the head and the front limbs so that it will be a griffin melting in this tree. So that is the verbal description of what I'm going to attempt to depict here on my pages. So I'm just gonna get started now. It's just sketching the general position of the body parts, and it is very different from what I usually draw from any reference image. So like the belly is hanging way down, and then this arm is just holding up the body, resting on this tree limb that's coming out like this. And then, yep, it's just got another branch coming out like this. And then the other arm you can just see drooping down. And I can't see the bottom paw from the lion reference, but that's okay because I'm going to make it a bird leg anyway, so I'm just going to get just a general idea. So the belly is coming down here. So actually this needs to go down further. There, something like that. Okay. Oh, Exie, this is your first week using your new content schedule, right? Is today... Wait. It's Tuesday for you now. So today... Oh, it's confusing. Monday. How did your Monday go with your schedule? Okay, so I'm looking at this bottom paw. that the leg is squished under the belly. And it should be ending just a little short of this other one, so it should be ending right about here. So this leg actually looks very truncated compared to what you'd expect, but it's because a bunch of it is just squished under the body. Okay. It looks really short and weird, but that's really what I'm seeing. Because most of the leg is like under this drooping belly. Okay, and then the other back leg is all, so the hips are twisted like this. The top is like this, but the hips are twisted. As you can see, this leg propped up, this is the knee right here. So it's obviously, you can't see the foot. The foot must be right here pushing against this tree branch to hold the lion up. And it's so interesting in this position, the shape of the knee, how it's not just round, it's not just flat, it's like this sort of uneven triangle almost, is very reminiscent of a human knee. Okay, and then the tail. Okay, so this tree branch is actually sticking out like this. And out like that. And then the tail is sort of resting against the tree, just coming down like that. Oh. XD says, I started on Sunday because I have no sense of patience. It's going well. Oh, good. Actually, it's going really well. I posted Better Call Saul poster, and it became my best reach post ever. Oh, nice. I feel like with this new schedule, there will be more engagement from different people. Yeah, definitely. Have you ever posted anything relating to Better Call Saul before? I guess it must have a huge, if that's your best post so far, or, you know, like, best as far as engagement or whatever. Yeah, that seems like an active community or something. An active audience. That's better. Audience. I think that's a better word for what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the tree is coming behind this arm here. It looks like, actually, I'm looking at this picture, and the reason I don't have this picture up on the screen is because even though it's a free reference image, I don't have the copyright to it, and I don't want to deal with anyone being like, well, you can use it for reference, but you can't. So I don't want to. I'm not going to display anything that doesn't belong to me. At least not through a whole stream. Like, if I have a reference book, then I'll just set it here like usual. But anyway, just explaining why I don't have the reference up for everybody to see. YouTube and Twitch are always like, you have this only so many chances with copyright violations, and I'm like, I'm just not gonna go there. I don't have to worry about it. If it's gray area, then I'll stay in the lightest gray. So just don't want to worry about it at all. Okay, so. Oh wait, I don't need to do this for the lion. I need to get my... So I was about to do the basic facial structure, but no, I want a raptor for the head, so let me swipe these eraser bits off. And then I'll switch to my other reference image. Ah! Nope, it was first. So that was your first Better Call Saul. Yeah, that would be, that's good too, to have a little bit of stuff referencing other things that exist, because then people will come, they will be able to see your whole well, what is the word? They'll see everything that you do if they click on your page and see your profile page. They came to you through this one thing that you have in common, and then they'll be able to see all the other stuff that you do. I want this little... oh, must be a bit of dried ink, I guess. There's a little spot here and it's bothering me, but it's just tiny, so I'll try to ignore it. Okay, alright. Reaching over here. There it is. Oh, I wanted to reverse it. How do I... no, I don't want to... oh well, I'll just have to use my imagination. This eagle is looking the other way. I wanted it to... I thought it would be easier to just turn it this way, but I forgot to do that. Also, because I was running late anyway, so it was taking way longer to get ready. Dang, the beak's gonna be right in the gutter. Oh well. It's just a sketch thing anyway. It has a very sharp curve, like almost like a 90-degree angle. I like it. And then it's got this little ridge here. Okay. Oh, but it needs to come down. This needs to come down. And then it goes way back. This far. And it actually seems to see like human style smile can be read into it. Okay, and then the eye. Okay, but the eye I'm gonna make closed, like it's relaxing. Okay, I gotta erase this line because it's distracting me. I'm gonna have to get a new eraser. Well, I'll see about pulling this one out, but it's getting pretty short. We'll be right back. Okay, see you when you get back. Well, not see you, but see you in the chat when you get back. Okay, so yeah, there's still plenty of eraser left in here. Okay. There, now I have a nice big eraser again. I just need to not push on it too hard when I erase because it gets pushed back in, but I try to squeeze these little things onto it so it'll hold it better, maybe. Okay, so let's see. The nostril is like this, and then there's feathers growing around it, around the beak. And then a little triangle like that, and up into under the top part of the beak. Excellent. Oh yeah, I also need to remember to add wings. Whenever I do these kind, where it's a really complicated pose in a specific environment, I often forget to put the wings on, but hopefully not this time. So, at this point, I need to look back and forth a little bit so that I can see what the lion's legs are doing and then interpret that using the reference image of the eagles. So, with this foot, okay, this one should be pretty easy because this is actually just shoulder and the upper arm, and then it's just, you can just barely see the fingers. So with the lion it's the paw. With the eagle I'll have like one curving down. Something like that. Okay, going back to the lion. Okay. And now the hanging down arm. So that actually shouldn't be too hard either, because this reference for the bald eagle, it's just sort of standing there. So as long as I take the foot from standing to just hanging out, that'll be pretty simple. Eagle legs are much thinner than lions, so we're losing, like, it's only like a third in my drawing compared to what I sketched out based on the lion. Okay, and this eagle has 3 toes in the front, and then the back toe is gripping the back. So I'll just have it like this. And it's got these really defined ridges, especially where the claws are growing out. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Now the wings. Adding the wings, there shouldn't, I mean, there's not too much where it can show, but at least putting some indication that there's wings in here. Some right here. And I'll put the other one up like this, because it's actually kind of hard to imagine where they would fit, but just put that little bit. Okay, back to the lion again. And the lion's also hard because it's got this big mane, so I can't really tell exactly how the shoulder works compared to the neck or whatever, so I'm just going to sort of connect it like this, I guess. I'm going to make this longer so that it's not perfectly touching, because this line here for the shoulder, the beak was perfectly touching it, and that's called a tangent. I learned in my illustration classes, and it's just kind of distracting unless it's specifically meant to be capturing a moment where two things touch, and like that's the point of the whole illustration. That's when you'd want to keep it, but otherwise it's just a visual distraction. So I made that beak longer. Since it's a griffin, it could have a really crazy big beak. That's okay. I love this big belly hanging out. I love it. Okay, and there's more to this tree. I'm going to add it because it does seem a little, it seems a little weird how there's just like nothing else going on. So I'm going to add a little bit more of what I'm seeing from the tree itself. Okay. Oh, it is hard because there's definitely another lion up in this tree, but okay. I think that's enough. There's still more of the tree going on, but that's enough for my purposes. And then we've got another thing coming in this way. And And I've already got that one, so that's good. And there's like another one, even farther back. And like coming out from here. And then there's a couple of stick-like branches. Still fairly thick, but I think they're nice because it's somewhat contrasting with these really big, huge, thick branches. Plus, it makes it look like a living tree, I think. And then there's just like this scrubbly kind of foliage on it. There's actually not too much foliage on this tree, so it's actually, this is a fairly realistic amount based on how many branches I drew. Alright, that's good enough. Let's move on to inking. Whoops. Oh, what time is it? Okay, so we've got about 25 minutes left. So this is a lot to ink, so I'm just going to use the big end of my pen that I designated as the inking pen. I designated this one as my filling in pen. So by using the bigger end, and since it's a brush pen, I can make smaller lines, but bigger lines all with one pen, so it's just faster. I'm breaking up the lines doing the tree branches, and that'll help give it texture. Show that it's it's not perfectly smooth. And then I'm gonna do little boop, 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 boop. I don't know how to explain what I'm doing, but here, I'll hold it up. This is the type of line I'm going to, like, little tick marks. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. There. Little tick marks for the foliage. I used so much ink on this last one that the pages are all curly and they keep popping up. Another thing that doing the broken lines for the trees helps with, not just giving texture, but helping visually set the tree, lines that are part of the tree, set it apart from lines that are part of the gryphon. Because if I don't color this and it's only black and white, well, not white cream, but if it's only black ink on a single color of paper, it could be confusing to look at. But by making the lines themselves different for different things in the image, then it can help a little bit with comprehension for the viewer. I'm not saying that it's 100% guaranteed. It might still end up confusing for other reasons, but... Oh, welcome back! And thank you! Exie says, oh, it looks so good. Yay, thank you! I'm so glad I was able to find the kind of reference image that I wanted. When I saw it melt, that's all I could think of was an animal melting because it's hot, like getting real relaxed. My melting, when I say my animals at home are melting, that kind of melting. And it was right at the top. I just searched relaxing lion or something like that. And it was like the perfect picture. Right in the top of the search. And this kind of almost makes these leaves look like pine tree leaves, but I'm not really trying to imitate the leaves exactly. I'm just trying to make it look like plant matter. Just to give the griffin a place to be. I got to take another sip of my starry soda. Oh, it's almost gone. Have to get some other, probably just get some water when I'm done. I haven't had much water today. Need to drink more water. I just had a thought that it would be cool if somebody could invent a brush tip graphite pencil. Because then I could do these kind of cool leaf shapes, but with a pencil. Because the reason I was thinking is the little squiggly sketch lines I did to indicate where I wanted the leaves don't look very leaf-like at all coming from the graphite pencil. Okay, got the tree all done. Now finish off the griffin. It got pretty straight right there because the gutter just made the pen go. And here I thought I had placed my lion perfectly, but well, I guess if it was just the lion, it would have been a good placement. But when it became the smaller, raptor head, eagle head, it became a different story. Or it's smaller but longer. Yeah, because the lion was just like a big ball, but the eagle was kind of like a hook shape. Have to switch back. Oh no, I already switched back. Sweet. I was going to say I had to switch back to my lion reference for this paw, but no, it's already up. Because I want to see, I did not sketch where these little paw pads go. 1, 2, 3, and you can't see the 4th one. Back leg is pretty easy. It's just little couple of lines. Oh, I forgot this is the tail, but that's exactly what I was saying. I'll just cover the line and make it a solid line, then it helps indicate that that's not tree, that is this griffin. I really like this. Because you can see this like line down the middle of the belly. Because it's just like, it's being pulled up on both sides because it's just hanging down in between these 2 branches. Okay, now I gotta switch back to eagle. Nice, so this means I have some time. Got the inking done. Well, first level inking. Actually, I'm gonna get this one back. And I'm going to do that one unifying outline that I like to do on a lot of things. I'm going to do it here as well to help the griffin stand out from the tree. Especially because these, like, the tail, the wings, it's kind of hard to tell that that's not just the tree. Plus, this also helps the body parts that are touching each other seem like they belong with each other and they're not just like, just happen to be nearby, but they're actually something else or something like that. That this leg definitely belongs with this belly, belongs with this hand, etc. Okay, yeah, that's already better. So, have about 12 minutes. I wonder if I want to do some marker. Oops, trying to get to my swatch page at the very beginning. Yeah, I think I'll make the tree this light gray color. It's almost got a greenish tint to it. And we'll see where we are with time after I finish with that. And this is a time where I don't mind at all that overlay effect that markers have, where you draw one line and then you get another line and then it's thicker on that line. so it's not smooth coloring, but I don't mind that at all because it can help it look like tree bark. Can also help with showing the direction of the tree's growth. Yes, exactly. Actually, put it in other words. It suggests there are more details. Yes. And then you don't actually have to draw those details, because the suggestion is there, and so the viewer's mind can do the rest of the work. Of course, there are times when I do want it to be smooth, or as smooth as possible. But this is one where I'm actually not really interested in super smooth. Oh shoot, I colored in the tail. I wasn't paying attention at all. Oh well, that's okay. I was like, wee, coloring is fun. I wasn't paying attention to what I was coloring. Oh, let me switch back to the lion image with the tree. Okay. Yeah, so this one goes up, but the one next to it is going out. So this is nice because I could use the different angle of the marker line to differentiate between this is something, and this is something, when before it just looked like one big area. Yeah, that especially helps with the wings. Still have about 5 minutes, so I think what I'll do is use the black fine liner and add some details like on the feathers, because these feathers have a very distinct lighter edge to them, so you can really see like every feather. So I'll just do a really simplified version of what I'm seeing. Kind of like shingles on a house. Maybe that's where people got the idea for shingles a long time ago. We're looking at bird feathers and they're like, wait, this is a good idea. Now the bird is not getting wet. Or whatever thing it is. It's like my pigeons. The water just comes off of them like that. Like the saying is water off a duck's back, but it works for pigeons too. Water off of a pigeon's back. This is also nice now that I see it, because it is going to help differentiate the lion half of the griffin from the bird half, from the eagle half. Oops, there's a little string binding the pages together and my pen got caught on it. The head, though, since it's a bald eagle, it's not really as much feathers, but you can see where the bald part, because it's white compared to the rest, you can see where that ends very distinctly with these sharp, pointy looking feathers. So I'll indicate those. And then I think that the feathers should fade into fur right about here. Oh, and then definitely this arm should have this feathery texture. Get stuck on the string again. Okay, so right about here, right about here. And in fact, these ones get very pointy on the chest. Like more like V's instead of U's. But as it comes lower, I'll make them get smaller so that they can just fade into fur. There, something like that. Perfect. 1629. Yay! So now let me just write my thing that I usually write, Inktober52. And this one is melt. Yeah. It's a hot summer day and the griffin is just melting. And then what I write, the date. Yep. The 1st of May. Almost Star Wars Day 23. Okay, so I'll hold this up real quick for a final close-up look. Thank you, camera, for focusing automatically. And you can see the Oh, you can see the cute belly. And the feathers fading into smoother fur. And I colored in the tail. Dang it. Oh well. It's all practice anyway, so. Yay! There it is. Alright, that's it. That is it for Monday's stream. Oh, looks perfect. Thank you. I'll cover up the tail. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday like usual. I'll have a lucky dip. See what kind of weird combination of tools I get. So hopefully be able to see you then. And all my lurkers as well. I would love to have you on Wednesday again as well. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching.